Why is anybody not really speaking about Mars? Yes, Mars, the red planet. Once a symbol of curiosity, now a silence too loud to ignore. While the headlines distract and classified files vanish into walls, something happened on Mars. Something ancient, something sacred. The recent commotion in the US, leaked documents, quiet retractions, and the NASA cryptic releases suggest truth too vast for mainstream to digest. But through remote viewing, we have seen what they won't show, and it's time to remember. What if Mars isn't just a planet? It's a memory, a base, a beginning. And Earth is or was never random. It was chosen. Welcome to the remote viewing project that I've been working for years with a nice big team known as Project Red. Project Red is a result of years of relentless work by myself and a very dedicated team. Through alliances, through deep remote viewing, energetic decoding, and classified collaborations. This wasn't just a spiritual exploration, it was a multidimensional investigation supported by intelligence team and circles, where we contributed to humanitarian efforts for many other cases, including missing people cases and encrypted data recovery. Along the way, fragments of hidden knowledge began to surface, not just about Earth, but also about Mars. What emerged was not any fantasy, it was more encrypted memory. Mars was found by the extraterrestrials. So if you think that there was nothing there in Mars, and I'm sure a lot of you will be thinking that, well, there was definitely something in Mars because it does have some value and it still connects with the Earth energies in some way. Just to give you a bit more understanding, that Mars was basically found by extra higher terrestrial beings, and they utilized this area more as an head office, or rather a space where they halted before they could move to Earth. Mars was once thriving base for the higher terrestrial beings, architects of Earth energetic design. These beings weren't myth. They were real, intentional, and deeply advanced. We saw through remote viewing the crystalline chambers, gold-infused conduits, and portals shimmering with multidimensional light. Among them were the Anunnakis described in the Sumerian tablets as the cosmic engineers and the lawgivers. And this we already have in our ancient aspects of the scriptures that is already out there for all of us to read and have an understanding that remote viewing also matched all of these information that was already there in our scriptures. Their presence on Mars predates Earth's seeding. I'm sure a lot of you may have heard about Nephilims, referenced in the Genesis 6, the hybrid giants, offsprings of the divine beings and humans. Through remote viewing, though also the information that we received was aligning with this. Tall, thin beings operating in a collapsing Martian environment, migrating to Earth as Mars fell. These beings used Mars as a celestial head office. Earth was the sacred experiment, an experiment of what we also use or speak about in the Vedas about Maya, the illusion. A vessel of gold, water, and vibrational potential. Through all that was already received, and we do have evidence in our classified files, just to give you a little bit more information, that alongside with these extraterrestrials who were seeding things and life in Earth, there was more things that were being brought in. Not only all the higher beings walked on the land of Earth, some swam in the depth. And there could be aspects that we know by now. Octopus, dolphins, whales, the alpha hybrids were not revolutionary, just not an accident. They were more as gifts. Their ancestors were cosmic beings seeded into Earth's ocean more as a remnants of harmony and intelligence. Octopus possesses alien nervous system and genetic anomalies. The DNA contains sequence that defy revolutionary logic. Remote viewing confirms they carry Martian and interstellar codes. Dolphins and whales, with the sonar, communication, and emotional intelligence, are descendants of the aquatic higher beings. Their consciousness is ancient multidimensional. The alpha hybrids, those are the aquatic humanoid beings glimpsed in trance states, carry the signature of the Martian ancestry. They were designed to bridge water and spirit, earth, and the cosmos together. So now the question comes in, were there only these beings, or were there more into this whole thing? So it was not just the higher beings who were there. Just to give you more concept of the whole thing about Mars is that there were only few areas of Mars that was densely populated, or rather utilized as a base. So there were only certain areas, and as per the remote viewing locations that we found out was more to do from the center up to the east area. There were higher, bigger structures that were being created as the base. So you would not see the entire of Mars that were fully populated of what you see back in Earth. Beneath Mars' surface lie remnants of sacred geometries, structures aligned with cosmic ley lines echoing the same patterns found in the ancient Earth temples. These weren't ruins, they were records. Through remote viewing from the team and the information that has been received, it is revealed that there are pyramidal structures, crystalline walls, and underground chambers humming the residual energy. NASA rovers have captured images of formations resembling steps, pyramid, and symmetrical stone arrangements, whilst dismissed any erosion. Their alignment and the design suggested otherwise. Declassified scripts from the project Stargate describes viewers seeing roads, tall beings, and massive structures on Mars. These visions mirror that they have been seen. They are not just metaphor. They are more encrypted truth. Alongside with everything that we have already received or is being spoken over here, I just wanted to also talk a little bit about how this information was already received by amazing masters and in higher scriptures that have been buried and been taken away from the human beings. The Book of Enoch describes celestial realms and divine beings, vision that mirrors what's been seen. Genesis speaks of the watchers. Ezekiel, chariot with wheels within wheels, reflects the technology observed in Martian ruins. This was something that also looks like a propeller that also generated energy. In the Rig Veda, the verse that is also known as the Hiranya, divine gold, as a conductor of cosmic energy. Remote viewing confirmed Earth was chosen for its abundance of gold, not to use for greed, but for energetic transformation and sacred engineering. So definitely it's not a big shock if I say that there was life in Mars. Of course, that information was definitely shared by the NASA.
After a year of review, they've come back and they said, listen, we can't find another explanation. So this very well could be the clearest sign of life that we've ever found on Mars.
NASA Curiosity rover found organic molecules in 3 billion years old sedimentary rocks near Gale crater, carbon-based compounds essential for life. Seasonal methane releases suggest ongoing biological and geological activity. A recent study using laser ablation, mass spectrometry, confirmed fossil-like filaments in gypsum deposits, microbial biosignatures that mirror formations found on Mars. These findings validated what remote viewing has already revealed. Mars once hosted life, not just life, but intelligent design. Even deeper, multiple generations of calcium sulfate crystals have been uncovered, formed in different epochs at different depths, suggesting Mars hosted diverse environments where life has thrived. So what if I say that Mars was a space that was used only and only to keep the space of Earth more as an experimental value? Mars was the main base from where the experiment was taking place, and the experiment was Earth. If I say, what was the main hidden agenda behind all of this? And how did Mars really collapse? Just remember that there was a lot of experiments that was already done in Mars, and that was then moved towards Earth. Earth being an experiment, they wanted to make sure that all these experiments work in Earth once they move there. But something went wrong. The experiments on Mars fractured the harmony. We saw that the atmosphere was being stripped away. The energetic grid destabilized. The habitat collapsed. And the beings had to move. They had to really push themselves out from it. Earth became the new canvas because that was the plan anyways. This migration wasn't random. It was a coded thing. It is also mentioned very much in the prophecy, in the scriptures, in the very soil of Earth. Mars fell and then Earth rose. Years and years of work has been done in this particular project. The Project Red is not a speculation. It is remembrance and the evidence through the burial or the buried. It's undeniable. Through remote viewing and collaborated scientific findings, we have seen aircraft fragmented, embedded into the Martian stones. These are aircrafts which you can also speak about the high technology, or rather the UFOs. Alloys not found on Earth were also found in the Martian stones. Massive footprints, non-human, deliberate impressions etched into the terrains like echoes of beings too large for our current paradigm. We witnessed pyramidal structures aligned with celestial coordinates, temples-like formation carved into beautiful, great sacred geometries, and the underground chambers pulsing with residual energy. These are not natural anomalies. They are remnant of civilization, advanced, intentional, and deeply aware of the cosmic law. Organic molecules, carbon-based compounds, essential for life, have been distinctively looked and found into the Martian rocks. These molecules found in the formation of the Cleveland Falls are laced with white veins and dark rim spots, suggesting microbial activity billions of years ago. Even deeper, multiple generations of calcium phosphate crystals have been uncovered, formed in different epochs at different depths, suggesting Mars hosted diverse environmental where life have been thriving. Declassified documents from the project Stargate reveal that remote viewers under military guidance described pyramids, roads, tall, thin beings in a collapsing Martian environment. These visions mirrors what have been already seen, and we've been working with Project Red. They are not metaphor, they are encrypted truth. This information was never meant for the masses. It was locked away, classified, dismissed. But the veil is thinning, and the Project Red stands as a bridge. between what is hidden and what is now ready to be known. Mars is not just a planet, it is a fallen archive, a cosmic elder. And Earth is a continuation, the living library that's chosen the vessel for remembrance. The truth is not out there, it is within us. It's in our scriptures, in our cells, in the quiet knowing that we are part of the something that is vast, intentional, and divine. This is time to remember, it's time to reclaim, and it is also time to awaken. I know a lot of you would now ask, why would anyone want to do this? Were these beings from a very different space? Were they part of the solar system? All these questions also want you to find out more and more and want you to go deeper into the truth. Now, what if I tell you there's more to Mars? And this is just the beginning. Just as Earth holds secrets beneath its surface, underground cities, hidden chambers, and the ancient technologies, Mars also conceals what has not yet been revealed. Yes, this also means beings that have not been spoken of, beings still kept under wrapped, classified, and protected. So what do you think? Is it higher tech equipment buried deep within the crust of Mars? Are the beings still living below the Martian surface, or the ruins of the same waiting to be uncovered? Well, if you want to know more, comment below if you're ready for the part 2, because what's coming next will only change everything what you've seen or know about Mars. Thank you once again for joining me with Tranquility Echoes, and do not forget to subscribe, push the notification button on, and also comment down below and like what you liked about this particular video. If you have any questions, put the questions down, because in the next one I'm definitely going to speak more and something that has not been out there yet.